Walter, what we're looking at right here is in the building where the Secretary of State's office is, and is this the Capitol building?
Yes, at the state capitol.
Okay, and we're at the reporters area, or there's an office for the press.
Press room, first floor. We were up on the Secretary of State's office upstairs. We came downstairs to William Gardner,
Okay. Who's this woman?
She's an AP, a reporter, Associated Press.
Okay.
And he's telling her that we're starting the recount, Republican.
Now, Albert Howard's down here because he's got a press release he wants to announce to the world
he wanted Gardner to make that announcement.
That the recount for the Republican side is about to commence.
Yes, the next day.
Okay.
This is Wednesday, the 23rd, I believe.
Okay.
So it started Wednesday.
There's Albert.
Yep. This is another AP reporter bringing Gardner outside.
Do you know his name?
No, I don't know his name. But basically he's telling me. He's basically telling Gardner what to do. They're whispering. It's hard to hear this.
Okay, what you're hearing is you're hearing Albert in the background talk. These guys are in a dead whispering.
Very, very whispering.
Okay. So
we're going to try to pull up this conversation.
So this guy, basically, he is telling the Secretary of State, he's telling him basically how this thing's going to go.
Yeah. He's telling
Scanlon's not, or Gardner's, he's not telling him how it's going to go. He's telling him how it's going to go.
Look at this. He's telling him, look, call so-and-so tomorrow, and you do this, and you do that.
You know what I mean? And that's what he's interested in.
That's what I find interesting.
This guy looks like a complete puppet to me.
Well, he's the one calling the shots, the AP, Associated Press.
Now, explain to the people who the AP are in this whole process.
Associated Press, they did the central, it's where all the major networks get their reporting from, their results from. They're the ones who the AP paid the clerks, actually. The clerks even told us. Yeah.
There's a clip about that.
So they're giving them money, the clerks, money to report some of the information back to them. They're the ones who did the central tabulation of the vote and then reporting it.
Okay, so let's back up. It's the AP that is doing the pre-polls too, right?
Yeah, that too.
So if the AP lied about the pre-polling, and the AP is getting the results sent in from clerks that they're paying for, and then they decide to massage the data,
and then they report it.
They report it.
They got a monopoly on it with no oversight.
How did the press conference go? Was there a press conference?
No. No,
so
they never,
this is a big show
AP
here.
Never, matter of fact, he looked a little upset that Gardner even came downstairs. Like, what the hell are you even doing here? You know? And he said, well, the candidate had me come down here. I mean, we need to start the recount.
Now you got this guy filming me.
They never did any, there was never any press after that. We didn't have a lot of press. And they buried it, or whatever, you know.
And some of the audio, I can kind of hear him saying, I got to call, this guy's saying, I got to call my regional director or something or whatever. And so at that level, boom, it gets bounced upstairs, they kill it. They said, no, we're going to
I think we need to look into a little more about the Associated Press.
But a name was dropped here.
Oh, yeah.
Tom, what's his name, Daly?
That's what I thought they said.
Was it Tom Daly?
I believe it was Bill, is what you were saying.
Bill Daly?
Bill Daly.
Okay, but that's a pretty big name. Bev Harris picked up on that right away, right?
Bev Harris picked up on it. And so, she's also covering this. So.
Okay, so she's working that angle.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
We need to pull up these conversation a little more. I'd like to see what really transpired.
All right. Well, Bev's on that. She's got these files, so maybe she has somebody that can enhance the audio.
Right.
But these guys are at a dead whisper here. I mean, I just listen on the earphones. I can't hear
I'm 3 feet away, and I know if I got any closer, they would have stopped that conversation.
All right.
in favor say aye. All those opposed nay. The ayes have it.
Type up and drop down.
Yes. Yes.
What did you see at the deliberative?
The majority of the Committee on Judiciary, which was adjourned House Bill 443, an act relative to requirements for admission to the New Hampshire bar upon motion. Having considered the same, report the same with the following resolution. Resolved that it is mixed the majority of the committee. The minority of the committee will have to reduce the majority of the total
Okay, so you're watching results on C-SPAN.
I was watching totals on C-SPAN. They were at 50. I went all the way to 178. I was actually ahead of Alan Keyes. I went to the bathroom. I came back. My totals had dropped to 30. I was taken off the scroll, and that I got a call from Michigan's largest newspaper, Detroit Free Press. The editors of notice of report calling me when they were asking what was going on because they've been covering me in Michigan. And that initiated my interest in pursuing this further than
you don't have to call them today.
Than the actual myself getting on the primary ballot.
No rush. It's just we're just doing a story.
Having observed
That's a terrible. Having observed it's all explainable, and we won't explain it. You know what I mean? And that's what he's interested in.
There is no connection. So whenever you balance,
come on.
there's actually
Yes, if you don't mind. And just when there's a break, you get the
comparatively, you cannot get a
so
some focusing on those two.
Yeah, and I
Those two situations. You're not getting. Basically, what I'm saying is you and I are Americans. We go to the store. We get a purchase for what we buy. We get a receipt. The voters have a receipt for what they see.
Yeah,
They have evidence of what their vote. There needs to be a paper trail.
Yes, and I'm
that you can follow your vote
daily
to be able to see.
Yep.
You know, if a situation comes back like this, the voters should be able to see.
So we start tomorrow night?
He just left.
And who's, can you?
Yeah, he's a Northeastern grad, and he's become
Brandon
doctor 3 months ago. Okay. He works as crazy schedule.
Linda,
Yes,
Linda,
deputy
and Chris are the names.
director of alumni relations with Northeastern.
Yes.
But, so was it the same folks and everything's fine?
Well, the rest of them,
That's all you
see
need.
about 3/5 of Rockingham County.
Okay.
But the number.
There's also a gentleman called Lawrence.
There weren't any other big
financier. Lawrence Lepar. That name might be even better.
We had
LEPARD, Lawrence Lepar, yes. He's the one that gave the actual. He's done several full-page ads. The New York Times, USA Today, came nowhere for that round ball. He wanted it with his own money.
what they really had.
Hello?
Great.
Okay, don't worry about it. Bye. Anything else you all said?
Thank you. Asked me if I would
Great.
let everyone know. I told them that around here everybody doesn't know.
Yeah.
But they didn't know.
What's that?
They didn't know that the recount was going to take place. That's my whole point.
I knew
Now
it was going to take place after the Democratic one was done.
But you didn't know the specific time and date. Otherwise, you wouldn't be asking all these questions.
Right.
So that was my purpose, and I appreciate it.